It's been a minute. I mean, I was excited because when Joe said that, when I messaged him and said, do you have anybody? It's last second, I know, but can you send them over? And he was like, oh, let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. And then he started rattling all this stuff off, and I just didn't have time to read it all because he wrote a whole bunch of stuff. I don't even know how he typed so quickly, unless he was using like a voice memo thing.
I think he generally does voice memos.
It was unbelievable how much he was typing. All I was looking for was yes. And all this stuff was going through. So at the same time, I was talking to Tom about, okay, we might be able to get Actors Collaborative on. And are you available to do it and be here tonight? Because I know it was like last minute. And then in that span of time, I think Joe wrote a book. So I didn't see who was coming. So I didn't. All I was was going through. And he's like, the last one was, yes, I got a person. I do have a person who can come and talk. It doesn't need to be me, right? And I said, no, I don't even. We don't care. I don't even necessarily like you. So if we can get somebody else on, it'd be even better.
Wow. And it's me.
Yeah. So I didn't even know it was you for the longest time because then I had to go back and read all of his stuff and read. I'm like, it's Kat.
It's me.
It's Kat. I didn't know it was going to be Kat. So I'm like, that's so cool. Yes. That is so cool. So we had Kat on here, obviously, before. If you listen to some of our old episodes, she was the professional stagehand. Tom, you remember that episode?
Stage manager.
Yeah. Oh, stage manager. See, I already screwed up your title. I'm sorry.
I got you.
I'm sorry.
I got you.
Well, you're going to have to get us up for quite a bit of this because I found out what we were doing about 10 minutes ago.
Right, I know. It was desperate. It was kind of like, the flight of the bumblebee trying to see if anybody could be here besides myself. Just to make sure.
Leaning in, Kat, to tell us all about what's going on.
Yeah. So we're doing a show that we don't even know about. What is it? What are you doing here? It's Actors Collaborative, right?
Actors Collaborative.
Cooperating with
Toledo Rep. Yep.
Okay.
It's a partnership. We are doing Red Speedo by Lucas Hanaf, I think is how you say his last name.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a straight play. It's about an hour, 30-minute long play.
Why does everybody say straight play instead of just play?
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
Maybe because it's just there's no music, there's no musicals.
Okay. Is that just called a play?
I guess it would be.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
But everybody says that though. Like literally everybody says straight play. I just was like
maybe because we go straight through it because there's no intermission.
Oh. Yeah. Is that what it is?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So there's no intermission in the show.
No intermission.
Spoiler.
Yeah. There's this tiny little spoiler. That's the only one you're getting.
That's fine. That's fine. You got to give a little more because Red Speedo is not a show that anybody has ever heard of.
Trust me, when you type in Red Speedo on a computer, trust me, you don't want to see what's going on.
I'm sure a lot of other things come up.
Down.
Yeah, you kind of have to type in play afterwards in order to get anything.
I'll remember that next time.
I got a couple screensavers now from my internet. Red Speedo.
Red Speedo. Yes.
So you say it's a play?
It is a play.
Okay. What is this play?
So it is a 4-character play.
Obviously, it's about swimming.
It is about swimming.
I hope.
Yes, it is. No, it's not about swimming.
It'd be an awful weird name for it.
No, it is definitely about swimming. It focuses around the main character, Ray. Ray is going for a Olympic trial, and he might land a Speedo deal.
Oh.
So it's definitely a lot weighing on him for this Olympic trial. Basically, if he wins, he doesn't have to work for the rest of his life, this is the one thing that he has always been good at in life is swimming. But yeah, that's kind of like the basic synopsis.
So he wins this, then he can go and live the high life of just being a Speedo commercial maker.
Pretty much.
So he says never has to work again other than show up once in a while and pitch the Speedos. Yeah. And never have to swim again and never have like office job, real job type thing,
Correct.
Nothing that he's going to be, like sad about.
Nothing like normal humans.
Nothing like what Tom and I have is what you're saying.
Well, people pay us not to wear Speedos.
I wish they would. Can we try to do that? Can we walk around in Speedos until people pay us to stop? That would be funny. First ones would be our wives.
Yeah, that's pretty much a fact.
People have made jokes. They're like, so is everybody wearing a red Speedo for your costume?
Are they?
I can give that away. Not everybody.
Not everyone. Are you wearing a red Speedo?
I'm Totally
wearing it.
Totally.
I want to. All right, now I'm going. Now I know. Lucas, obviously, the main character is though, right?
Ray.
Oh,
yes.
Lucas the writer
is the playwright. Yes.
Yeah, I'll catch up eventually. Here.
I got you.
So
That's
Ray,
why we're here.
He won't.
Ray is the main character.
No, I won't. Tom's keeping it real. No, he's never gonna keep up with this.
It's okay.
There's like one guy that can't even get that
This is
right.
why we're counting on Cat here tonight.
I got you.
It's okay. So it's an Olympic swimmer. He's swimming. He wants to get a deal.
Correct.
Everything. So it's a love story.
Not necessarily. There is a love aspect to it.
All right.
Because I play Lydia, which is Ray's ex. Oh, yeah. So we get a little bit. It's kind of to show. There's 4 scenes in the show. So basically, Ray is he has a lot of duality to him. Like he has scenes with his brother, which is Peter. Peter is played by, I should probably also tell you who's playing
No,
who.
that's all good. Yeah, just ramble. It's fine.
So Ray is being played by Tanner Duvall, which he's doing a fantastic job.
Okay.
He brings a lot to Ray. Just watching him develop Ray as a character has been amazing. Peter is being played by Ryan Albrecht. Sorry, Ryan, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I messed up your last name.
I already forgot it, so
We'll type it in later.
Ryan what again?
Ryan Albrecht. Albrecht.
Oh, Albrecht Bright. Gotcha. All right.
Ryan.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
Okay, so you got Tanner, Ryan.
Ryan, and then we also have a character named Coach.
Coach?
Which
All
is
right.
obviously Ray's Olympic coach. He is being played by Jim Pinkelman, and then I'm obviously Cat McFadden, and I am playing Lydia.
Is there like 5 characters then?
4.
4.
Only
okay.
4 of us.
Okay.
Yep.
So that makes it easy.
It makes it easy.
Except for when you give the character's name and the real person's name, and then I get confused.
It gets confusing.
So who
a
are the
little
characters' names?
So the characters' names are Ray, Peter, Coach, and Lydia.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ray,
those are the
Peter, Lydia, and then just Coach.
Just Coach.
Okay, it doesn't even get his own name.
I don't know. I think he may have developed a name for Coach, but I'm not sure what it is. I haven't asked him. I need to ask him that.
It's okay.
But yeah, that's...
There was a whole 90s TV show called Coach. I can relate.
Coach.
Was it 90s or was it 80s?
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
80s, 90s,
80s.
whatever.
That was long before my time.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
That one hurt, really.
I'm sorry.
But the show just revolves around them, and it's just a one-act show then?
It is a one-act show. It revolves around all 4 of us. Ray has scenes with Peter, and then he has scenes with Peter and Coach. I never have scenes with Peter or Coach. It's only me.
You're
and
you're the only chick in the show.
I am.
Okay, so why does the
am.
ex get on there, but does he not have a current?
He doesn't have a current. I'm not trying to give away too much, just because come see the show because it's a fantastic
You guys
show.
from Actors Collaborative are always trying to be hush-hush.
That's good, though.
But
We want you to
also,
come
I
see
did
it.
say a dad joke there. I said current, so I'm just going to put that out that was a good dad joke that nobody caught. So
see, right over my
yeah,
head.
but see
like
the
I
current.
said.
So you're an ex-girlfriend for a reason, though. I assume
Yes, there is a reason behind it.
because you're a bad person in the show.
I don't think I'm necessarily a bad person. Lydia had to do it to save herself, kind of thing.
Okay.
There's definitely more to it if you come see the show.
Who's the bad guy? Who's the bad guy? There's got to be a bad guy.
You're supposed to go and find that out, aren't you?
Exactly.
Yeah, but at this point in time, I need to be convinced more.
I just
Okay.
want to know.
I got you.
Is Ray the only swimmer?
Ray is the only
Okay,
swimmer
okay.
that
All right.
we see on stage.
Gotcha.
There's an allusion to other swimmers that
Okay.
Coach has been coaching, but Ray is his main focus.
It's his favorite. Ray's his favorite.
Well, he's probably the best. That's
He's-
why if he's up for an Olympic
Up
trial,
for
he's gotta
Olympics,
be.
that kind
He
of
is one of the
stuff.
best,
Yeah.
yes. And I mean, Ray's been with Coach, and Coach has been coaching Ray for probably, I think we said around 12 years, 10 to 12 years.
Well, I know you
that.
don't want to give stuff away, but I do want to know where the drama is here and what's going on. Like I said, to convince me a little more as to what's
Yeah.
going on and exciting in the show. Because right now, it just seems like there's a guy who wants to be a swimmer and win a contract.
So in the very first scene, you do. Coach finds some performance enhancement.
There we go.
drugs.
See, there's some
And
drama.
there's some
Is that the bad
drama.
guy, the performance enhancing?
It's a bad guy, I guess. All right. I guess. It could be alluded to as a bad guy, but there is a bad guy in the show. There's someone who does have some selfish motives, in my opinion. Maybe that's just because I don't like this person in the show.
Gotcha. That's Peter.
Maybe.
Yeah. So Peter's got a bad attitude. He doesn't like that his brother's got all the fame and attention of everything that's going on.
Not necessarily.
And so oh, no?
No,
I'm going to have to make up stuff here if you don't tell me.
I'm not going to.
Well, you can't tell you everything.
I know, but you could tell me some.
I'll tell you a little bit. So
Yeah,
Peter's a lawyer.
Okay.
So he does represent Ray. But there is definitely some allusion to reasoning why Lydia and Ray broke up. It might have something to do with Peter, possibly.
Okay.
I'm not going to say why. But he's a bad guy, but basically at the very beginning of the show, you do find those performance-enhancing drugs in the refrigerator. Coach finds them. And obviously we don't know which swimmer is taking them. I'm not going to.
It's in the public fridge.
It's in the public fridge.
It's like in the office fridge at WTOL.
Yep.
It's just a rando.
I've been telling
fridge.
you about that, Kyle.
Yeah,
Stop bringing your performance-enhancing drugs to work.
Dude, those
Sounds
are
like you and Ray
can't
have
prove
a
those
long
are my PEDs. You can't prove it. It's in the public fridge. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. There's no name on
And
it.
I am not peeing in any cups. So the tension is obviously the fact that this guy wants to do this thing, and then he's not necessarily getting the best support system around him with his brothers and his girls and his coach and a lot of kind of stuff. So everybody needs to go and see this show to figure out what all the tension is. Is it laughs a minute, or is it going to be a tense show for people to go see?
There's some moments where there is definitely some, joking and light moments, but there's definitely some tense moments too. ACT always brings, the drama.
They do always bring the drama, but sometimes some of that drama comes with some nice comedy too.
And there's definitely some moments where there's some joking. There's some light moments in the show.
Well, they just did a Thanksgiving play recently. That wasn't a heavy hearted one. That was a comedy about coming up with some stuff. So I wasn't sure if that's what this was going to be. If there was any kind of funny stuff in the show too, if it was mostly just go there to learn and. What's somebody going to learn from the show? Or are they going to be just learn the characters, learn a lesson, anything like that? Or is it just an enjoyment special?
The lesson that my character Lydia, I think personally, is that we've kind of alluded to fairness, like life being fair for a lot of people. I think that is the underlying message, that sometimes life isn't fair.
No, it's never fair.
It's never fair, but there's some times where it can be.
Never's a big word.
Never, you're right. It's probably too big of a word. It's like always.
But it's, I don't think that there is, I think that the fairness is probably the number one thing that people will probably walk away with, is because there's also things that Lydia, Peter, Ray, Coach, there's things that they have done in their life that maybe they're not the most proud of. So that's also maybe another lesson that you can kind of look back on in life and realize.
So do they delve into each of their stories then too in the show? Like there's only 3 other characters. Are they all there just to support Ray's story, or do they have their own little stories then, right?
Lydia does have her own little story. Coach not so much. Peter.
It's a story between Coach and Ray, more or less.
It's a story between Coach and Ray. More or less actually. Well, Coach does have his little moments, but it's mostly Peter and Ray. It's kind of a brotherly.
Oh, okay.
How old is this show? I mean, when was this written?
Came out in 2016.
Oh, so how did you guys get hold of this? So it's pretty soon.
That I don't.
I can tell you how. Jeffrey Albrecht reads about 1 million scripts a year.
He does.
And he finds a script that is interesting to him and says, we're going to do this. This is the one.
We were supposed to, I think they were supposed to do it back in 2020, I believe. Okay. And then obviously COVID happened. So we kind of took a pause on it, and then they wanted to redo it this year. So we decided to do it.
There you go. Yeah, he reads a lot of scripts, lots of play scripts, lots of stuff. And he will take the time to say, this is one that I want to do.
A lot of contemporary theater.
Yeah. And a lot of, like when I say a lot, I mean a lot. So this has been weeded out from many that he didn't find suitable or good enough, whatever. Like this isn't a good enough story. I wouldn't say suitable. it's content that isn't suitable for him, as like this isn't good enough quality to be a show that I'd be proud to produce. So he's very
he weeds out.
Yeah, he weeds out.
Weeds
yeah,
out.
Like, he doesn't care if the content is edgy. In fact, he'd like that, I'm sure. But you know, if it's good, is what and has some sort of thing that would get a message across to somebody in some way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah,
No basic stuff coming out of ACT.
No,
No,
like
Actors Collaborative is not doing basic S. Yeah, so I was trying to be PG here.
They definitely, I mean, Tiny Beautiful Things was a fantastic show that, you know, we get to follow up with as well. And, you know, it's super, they've always done such hard hitting, like I cried like a little baby during Tiny Beautiful Little Things. And it was a fantastic show. So, and this is definitely going to be a show that I think that a lot of people.
When's the show? When is it?
June 28th through the 30th.
June 28th through the 30th, and they don't, and it's going to be on the Toledo Rep stage.
Correct. It's going to be at the Toledo Rep Theater. So we are getting into the space in about a week and a half, I think.
Well,
yeah, I know. I'm excited.
it is right around the corner.
It is.
Because Joe reached out, and I was like, oh man.
Oh.
So I'm so glad I could get you guys on, or at least talk about it, at least give a little bit of a boost, give a little bit of a mention out there, try and get people to go out and go see the show, because Actors Collaborative is always putting some good stuff together.
All right, Cap, you got 15 seconds to tell me why I should come to this.
Yeah. I think that you should come see the show because it is a fantastic story about justice, fairness, and you get to see just some very overall great acting from all four of us, in my opinion. And we tell a story that is based off a true story.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Left that part out, man.
I forgot.
Didn't know that was a true
Maybe
story.
I was leaving that little nugget for the last little part so you guys can just come see the show.
And one gets tickets where?
ToledoRep.org.
Oh, it's ToledoRep.org. You can
Yeah.
go there and buy them.
You go there and buy them. Since it is a collaboration between ACT and Toledo Rep, we are. It's on the Toledo Rep.org or ToledoRep.org website. You can get tickets.
Buy them on ACT's website too, do you think?
I don't think you can. Maybe.
Oh,
I'm not-
well.
It might direct you to the Toledo Rep.
That's probably what
org.
it is. You probably go to both, hit the button, and it'll take you right to the Reps page, and then you buy it that way.
Yep.
It's in June 28th through the 30th.
June 28th through the 30th. There's only 3 shows, so definitely get your tickets now because we want to sell out.
Awesome. Thanks for coming over here.
Thanks
Last
for
second,
having me.
especially.
Of course. It's always a pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.